Salutations, trainers! So yesterday, Pokemon announced that they're going to be doing a direct tomorrow, being February 26th, on Friday, 7 a.m. PST and 10 p.m. EST, or AM. I wanted to make a video on it, but I just hadn't gotten around to it. Now I'm kind of glad that I procrastinated because some rumors have just appeared as of this morning, being that Pokemon has trademarked the names Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, and we we know nothing of what this could be, if this even is legit or not. So first off, I kind of want to talk about like why I expect to direct tomorrow. I am expecting slash hoping to see Pokemon Z because that's the only logical thing they could do. Because 6th Gen isn't over. They need one more game to finish up the series because there's still things in X and Y that need to be answered. Like I would say too much, but the Lumiose Badlands, there's those locked doors that are impossible to get through. There's the Lumiose Ghost Girl. There is AZ's Floette that has been found in the code that has not been talked about yet, besides its little part in the game. So those are still things that need to be addressed. So I don't think 6th Gen is done yet. So tomorrow I believe we are getting Pokemon Z. I would be disappointed if they're just going to talk about like spin-off games, just as every other fan and trainer would be. But it's the perfect time to announce a new game. Since it's the day before Pokemon Day, it's just, we need to finish off 6th Gen pronto so we can get started on 7th Gen. Now, as for Pokemon Sun and Moon, I believe we'll get those 2017. I believe, personally, I think the 3DS is near the end of its hardware and life cycle. So I believe next year or even this year, depending on what the NX is, we could get the new handheld, which it'd be perfect to start 7th Gen on a new handheld, because if they start it on 3DS, they'll have to wait a few more years until they can put their games on new handheld, because they're not going to be like, these games are on 3DS, but then the rest of the generation's on the next system. So I believe they're going to wait until possibly 2017 to do 7th Gen. Now if it's Pokemon Sun and Moon, that'd be cool, because those are some pretty cool names. I'd probably get Pokemon Moon, like for the reason like I like Umbreon more than Espeon. That's pretty much the only reason. But I don't know. Like I have hopes. I hope that they do decide to finish off 6th Gen before heading forward and doing a new generation, because it's in my opinion it'd be illogical. And plus, I'd like to see them work with whatever new hardware Nintendo could be coming out with. I feel like that'd be the best idea, because depending on what the NX is, as I said, they could take the franchise in an amazing direction. Like, if the hardware is powerful, like a powerful ass handheld, that'd be amazing. That could do wonders for Pokemon. Like, Pokemon has always been a top franchise in the video gaming world. But if they could if they could just improve the hardware, like the 3DS was pretty good. It's got decent power behind it. It has 480p resolution, which isn't amazing, but the games still look spectacular. A lot of games do. So I believe, but like if they could get a handheld with like 720p resolution, and like a beefed up processor, and this, that, and whatever, they could make Pokemon so freaking phenomenal. It could make the games amazing. Of course, it would take more time to develop the games, or at least I believe they would, because I feel like there'd be a lot more things that they'd have to do to work with a new hardware and like basically the strength of a console game on a handheld. God, I just want tomorrow to be Pokemon Z so bad. I want to finish off 6th Gen. I want to go back to Kalos. Now, what I think will be in Pokemon Z, I think, or what I hope to be in Pokemon Z, I hope that they give us more Pokemon. There was this leak, I think, a few days ago. If you go to Sleepy Jirachi's YouTube channel, he has a video talking about it that I watched. It was a leak that said like there was like 70 or so like Pokemon coming in the next Pokemon game, which that'd be great. I would love if they added more Pokemon on, but I am one of those people that I don't hate Pokemon for not adding a bunch of new Pokemon in X and Y, because I understand it takes time to design the Megas, it takes time to program them, it takes time to choose all their stat differences and all that kind of stuff, their abilities, this, that, and whatever. And they spent I'm sure they spent a lot of time just working on the Megas. So instead of getting like 100 Pokemon, we got 70, and then however many Megas we got. So it makes sense to me. It is a completely logical choice because they wanted to do something new and different. So instead of just giving us a bunch of new Pokemon, they give us a whole new feature. So it makes sense to me. I'm not angry at Pokemon for not giving us a larger Pokédex, basically. But if they want to add more Pokemon, I'll be completely grateful. I'll be completely 100% okay with it, because who doesn't want new Pokemon? Just anything they'll give us, I'll pretty much take, because the main series titles have never let me down. Sure, there's been some not so good spin-offs, but that's completely had the point. The main series has yet to disappoint. I've been playing the main series since Diamond and Pearl. I've played every game from, or not every game, but I've played a game from every generation, and I've never hated any of them. I love them all. So if they want to give us more of that main series love, then I'll totally be 100% for it. I feel like I'm rambling a lot. This wasn't even scripted or even planned until... This video wasn't like planned until like an hour ago. So, I don't know. I want Pokemon Z badly. I want more Megas. I want Mega Typhlosion. I would love Mega Typhlosion. I kind of want them to do like, you get your Kalos starter, and then where they gave you the Kanto starter before, they give you like a Johto starter, and then give the Johtos Megas. Because Johto, I love Typhlosion. I mean, it's kind of obvious because of my love for Cyndaquil. So if I could use a Mega Typhlosion, I'd be all for that. That'd be freaking great. That'd be freaking baller. That'd be hella hype. Freaking, I want equality for all starters and have them all get Megas, because it only seems fair to me. I want all the pseudos to eventually get Megas, because like there's Mega Metagross, Mega Tyranitar, Mega Salamence. What's the fourth Mega pseudo? What's the fourth pseudo? Garchomp. Yeah, there's Mega Garchomp. But there's no Mega Hydreigon, no Mega Goodra, no Mega Dragonite. So we're still missing some pseudos that deserve Megas. Freaking Mega Hydreigon would be awesome. Who else do I like to see Megas? I mean, Mega Evolutions would be cool. I feel like, I don't know how confident I am that those would be a thing, but Mega Evolutions would be really, really cool. I'm looking around my room right now, trying to look at all my Pokemon stuff, and trying to think of Pokemon that I'd like to see Megas. I would definitely like to see Mega Slowking, because I thought we were going to get him to go along with Mega Slowbro, but no, we only got Mega Slowbro, which I love Slowbro, but I like Slowking more. So I'd love to see a Mega Slowking. Freaking, that'd be freaking awesome. The Mega Slowbro is definitely one of my favorite Megas. But between Slowbro himself and Slowking, I choose Slowking every time. Let's see, who else deserves a Mega? There's so many people that deserve Megas. Like, Mega Snorlax would be awesome. That's another thing. I want them to, like, cool it on, like, the Kanto and Hoenn Megas. I mean, understand, Kanto are the most recognizable Pokemon. They're the original 151. So they deserve to have that little bit of extra love. So I understand why they gave them so many Megas. But, and then, like, Hoenn is, like, the second, like, a lot of people's, like, second favorite region, only second to Kanto. And they were trying to, like, hint at Omega Ruby and Sapphire by getting a lot of Hoenn Megas. I understand. But I think there's a lot. One thing that angers me before I go on speaking is there's only one 50 Omega, and it's Audino. Like, come on. That's a little booty. There's so many 50 Pokemon that are deserving of Megas. 50 got the least amount of love out of any Pokemon main series title, and I loved them. I think a lot of Pokemon are great. I think they're really cool designs. I just want them to get some more love. I want them to get Megas. I want a lot of them to get Megas, because there's a lot of them that are deserving of Megas, like Hydreigon. Mega B-Sharp would be cool. Or B-Sharp, or however it's pronounced. Freaking Mega Samurott, Superior, and Emboar would be sweet. There's just so many cool Pokemon in 5th Gen that need some loving. Freaking Mega Crocodile and Darmanitan. Etc, etc, etc. And then 4th Gen Pokemon, I need more 4th Gen love. 4th Gen is where my heart is, because I started with Diamond, and Heart Gold is my favorite title. So, I need more 4th Gen love. Like, all of the Pokemon they added on to be evolutions of previous generation Pokemons, I feel like a lot of them deserve Megas. Just like we got Mega Gallade, I feel like a lot more need Megas too. Like, Mega... I'm trying to think of the Pokemon that got evolutions now. Like, off the top of my head, it's hard to think, but, Mega Frostlass. That's the only thing I can think about, because I just beat Alpha Sapphire again, and, Glacia has a Frostlass. But, I mean, Mega Frostlass would be cool. I mean, that makes sense to go along with Mega Glalie now I'm thinking about it. I feel like a lot of Pokemon that are like a pair, like Gardevoir and Gallade, how they both got Megas. I feel like a lot of Pokemon that, like Slowbro and Slowking, I think they both deserve a Mega. I feel like since Glalie got a Mega, Frostlass should get a Mega. In my opinion, it only makes sense and it only seems fair. Let's see. I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. Somebody's snow blowing. We're in Michigan and we just got a heavy ass snowstorm. So people are gonna stop blowing. Mega Rotom would be definitely really cool. I don't know what it would be like or what would happen to it, but I think it'd be cool. I think it's a cool idea. I keep going back to think about Mega Typhlosion because Mega Typhlosion would be so sweet. Mega Dialga and Mega Palkia would be kind of cool, or Primal, or whatever they want to do for them. That'd be cool. Darkrai. Make it Darkrai. Make it like Ghost Dark. That'd be freaking sweet. For the longest time, I thought it was Ghost Dark, but no, it's just Dark. There's so many Pokemon that I think are deserving of Megas. Like freaking second gen Pokemon. A lot of second gen. As far as I can remember, we don't have many second gen. I remember counting it out once, and there was a very big amount of Kanto and Hoenn Megas, but not very many from the other gens. And another thing, we need 6th gen Megas. I was thinking / hoping that for X and Y, like the last thing they would announce before the games came out would be that Delphox, Chestnut, and Greninja were going to get Megas, but they never did. So I'm hoping for a Mega Greninja mostly, but I know all 3 of them would have to get Megas in order for it to be fair. But that's only because I hatched a Froakie, a shiny Froakie, and I loved using it, and I named it Blackstar, and he was a great Pokemon. Protean, it was great. There's just so many Pokemon that I want to see Mega Evolve, because I love seeing the Pokemon. I love seeing them change. I love the animation of Mega Evolution. I freaking loved all of it. um, one thing I kind of hope, or I don't know, a lot of people want to see like 2 regions in Z. Like, sure, that'd be cool. That was a great feature for Gold, Silver, Crystal, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. But I don't think we need to see it again. I think just going through Kalos one more time would be perfectly fine. But like a lot of people are like, they should throw in Hoenn in there too, since they already have like the assets for it and everything. It's like, yeah, that'd be cool, but I don't need it. We have Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so we don't really need to go back to Hoenn again in the same generation. Like they did that in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but or in Gold Silver Crystal too, to go back to Kanto. But that was a different generation, so I don't think we need to go back to Hoenn yet again. And I don't really want to go back to like Kanto or Sinnoh or even Unova just yet. I think they all deserve their own remakes on whatever hardware they want to put them on. I think they all deserve remakes. Even Kanto, which has already gotten remade, I think it deserves a 3D remake, because seeing Kanto, seeing Johto, seeing Sinnoh and Unova all in 3D, that'd be freaking awesome. But I don't think we need to just yet. I think one remake per generation is quite fine, and I don't think they need to reuse that remake within Z. I'm sorry, my fan just got hella loud. Let's see. I kind of hope Z, or not. I kind of hope. I really want Z to be a sequel like Black and White 2 were, and not just revisiting the region with a little bit of an altered storyline. I'm freaking Black 2 and White 2 are some of the greatest Pokemon games I've played, just because they were actual sequels to Black and White. There was like a 2-year time skip or something like that, and you could see different parts of the region, different cities, different gyms, and that was really cool. The only thing that kind of sucks is there weren't any new Pokemon, but that's fine. So their best bet would to make it a remake, or not remake, a sequel, because that's what everybody wants. That's what their whole fandom basically wants. I know it's hard to speak for a giant group of people like that, but I am confident most people would take a sequel over just a altered version. I really hope that's the route they take. I think it's the best bet they could do. There needs to be more trainer customization. I feel it's kind of unfair. The female trainer has a ton more customization than the male does. I understand that it's like girls and fashion, all that, this whatever, but I feel like guy trainers really deserve more customization too. Like, of course, I ended up getting an outfit that I really like, being a black beanie and then like a red flannel basically. But I want more options. I don't want to end up with the same outfit yet again, which I wouldn't hate, but I want the possibility to do more and to look better than I did. But if I have to go back to the same outfit, which if they don't give much more trainer customization that I like, then I'll just go back to that outfit because it was a cool outfit to me. Let's see. There's just a few questions that I talked about earlier that need to be answered in Z. We'll definitely get Volcanion because we got Diancie in X and then Hoopa in Oras. So we need to get Volcanion to round it off. And they need to do whatever they're doing with Magearna, whatever how it's pronounced. Which I'm assuming is gonna be like the Pixie of the generation, like the Mew, Celebi, Jirachi, etc. I think it's gonna be that Pokemon for this generation. That's just my personal thought about it. I don't know. I have a lot of hopes and a lot of dreams, and I don't want to be disappointed. But there's always that little bit of me that has to kind of hold my excitement back because I don't want to just be brokenhearted, basically. So, I think that's pretty much all my thoughts and feelings and opinions on tomorrow's Direct, Pokemon Z, Pokemon Sun and Moon, which, whatever they give me, I'll take gladly because it's Pokemon, and I love Pokemon. It's my favorite franchise of all time. But yeah, I thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time.